Welcome to Nature Robots Mission Control. In this quick tutorial, we will introduce the Field Coverage Planner, one of our modular waypoint graph editing tools. The Field Coverage Planner transforms field boundaries and operational parameters into a complete coverage trajectory for an autonomous robot or agricultural machine. We begin by selecting the robot and the corresponding environment. Mission Control can manage multiple machines and environments, allowing users to organize and access different operational areas from one central platform. Before drawing the boundary, we select 3 headland rows. Next step is to define the field boundaries. In this example, the boundary is drawn manually on the map for demonstration purposes. For real-world operations, the recommended approach is to record the boundary while driving around the field and then upload the resulting data, as this normally provides a more accurate representation of the working area. Once the last boundary point has been added, we complete the field outline and continue to the machine settings. For this example, the working width is set to 4 meters and the operating speed to 7 kilometers per hour. The turning radius remains at its default value. We can also define the in-field driving angle. This can be entered manually, for example as 90 degrees, or automatically aligned with a selected field border. In this case, the angle is adjusted according to one of the existing boundary lines. The field geometry remains editable throughout the planning process. Individual boundary points can be repositioned, and different sections can receive their own headland configuration. In this example, one section is adjusted from 3 to 4 headland rows. Mission Control provides both a simple mode and an expert mode. Simple mode contains the essential settings required for field planning. Expert mode offers additional control over parameters such as transit speed, turning radius within the headlands, field entry and exit points, and whether the machine may temporarily leave the field boundary while completing a maneuver. Once the configuration is complete, Mission Control calculates the field layout and generates the complete coverage trajectory. The result can then be reviewed in a simulation. The selected entry point determines where the machine begins, while the exit point defines where the operation ends. The simulation visualizes the complete route, including the interior passes, the headland rows, and each individual turning maneuver. Users can move backwards and forwards through the simulation and zoom in to inspect the planned turns in greater detail. This makes it possible to validate and optimize the complete operation before transferring the trajectory to the machine. With the Field Coverage Planner, even complex and irregular field geometries can be prepared efficiently, consistently, and with a high level of operational flexibility. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next Nature Robots Mission Control tutorial.